Hey guys, hey, Ket Matlala guys is something else. Now there is another shocking scandal that I'm about to share with you. Ket Matlala has about 13 cases withdrawn in a mysterious way. It proves the issue of power. Now, there is another scandal that about 2 charges that will be added. And guys, this man, it proves this thing that the man was well connected. So, I want to start here before I say anything. Now, let me read this. In 2000, at Valeria, Mr. Matlala was found in possession of a suspected stolen property. That case was withdrawn. Again in 2000, Silverton, theft of a motor vehicle. That case was withdrawn. Again the same year, 2000, at Brooklyn, theft of a motor vehicle. That case was withdrawn too. Please notice the withdrawn. In 2001, Esnoville, Buckler at a residential premises, he was found guilty. 2006, Valwater, cash in transit. He was not found guilty. In fact, he was acquitted. In 2006, Silverton, theft of a motor vehicle, not found guilty. He was acquitted. Right? 2012, Brooklyn, house of robbery, possession of suspected stolen goods. That case was withdrawn. In 2012, Brooklyn, common assault. That case was also withdrawn. In 2012 again, Mamelodi, possession of a house breaking equipment. That case was also withdrawn. In 2006, Licklington, burglary at a residential premises. That case was also withdrawn. In 2013, Albertine, house robbery, that case was also withdrawn. In Silverton, 2015, car hijacking, possession of a suspected stolen good, that case was withdrawn. In 2016, Santin, possession of a firearm without license, impersonating of a police officer, and resisting, obstructing, or assaulting a police officer, that case was also withdrawn. In 2018, Oliver Bosch, attempted murder, that case was also withdrawn. If it wasn't for Mkhwana's, I don't think this man would have ever been arrested. If it wasn't for Mkhwana's. Now, I want you for a moment to appreciate Mkhwana's. But as you appreciate Mkhwana's, I also want you to appreciate this investigative journalist who compiled this article, continues to do this incredible work with Jeff Wicks, News 24. Jeff Wick is the reason why I subscribed to News 24, looking at the stories that he's covering. Now, let me now unpack, because you are here for the unpacking part. 9 lives, Ket Matlala to face charges for butchered hits on taxi boss Joe Ferrari, DJ Fetty. Tender Don Vusmuzi, Ket Matlala will face charges for butchered hits targeting tax boss Joe Sibanyoni and DJ Fetty, with ballistic analysis linking sized guns to at least 10 high-profile killings. Matlala alleged connections to top cops and politicians, including Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, led to the initiation of a judicial commission of inquiry and Mchunu being placed on a special leave. The tenderpreneur got 50 million from a police health service contract, despite being under investigation for procurement fraud for secure anonymous communication with News 24 journalism, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, let's get into it. We already have this, right? Now, this investigative journalist decides to go deeper. As you go deeper, he says, tender tycoon Vusmuzi Ket Matlala is a person of interest in butchered hits targeting taxi boss Joe Sibanyon and Sonki Bokung, also known as DJ Fat. Right? News 24 can reveal that Matlala is to face a raft of charges ranging from These shootings, in addition to conspiracy, attempted murder, money laundering, count relating to another butchered hit in which his former lover Tebogo Tobojana was the target. So you see, it just get Guningya, and Guningya, right? At this moment, I don't think you are shocked. You're just waiting for the next scandal, aren't you? Like me, I'm just waiting for the next one. Because at this rate, I am not shocked. And we must thank Mkwanazi, because some of us, like me, I wouldn't have subscribed to News 24 if it wasn't that Mkwanazi raised that. And then as that was trending, and then I happened to bump into this story on News 24, then I decided to subscribe. So yeah, let me ask you to also subscribe to the channel by just following this. If you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To like the video, it is free of charge. You can also join. Click the join button. Become a member of this YouTube channel. You will pay from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also make use of the Super Thanks button. You can donate from as little as 20 Rand a month as we proceed. All right, you here for it. Get it. Alleged trickerman Musa Kekan, Techo Floyd Mabusela, yes, and Mikhail Pule Tau will also be charged in connection with these cases. On this hit list were allegedly Sibanyon and Mukubong. Now, let me remind you something. The Tau that we are talking about, remember that when they arrested, when the political task team arrested, when they arrested the people who took the life of Mr. Swart, Tau was among those. Tau was an investigator from the South African Police Service, spoken of from Kwanazi here.
I've tried to outline some sequence of events. I had said the team left for Gauteng to go and assist organized crime in Gauteng. There was a shooting incident that had occurred in April 2024, where Mr. Swart, a QTech employee, was fatally shot while entering the company premises. QTech has been a long-standing service provider to Transnet. Shortly after the incident, 3 suspects, including a warrant officer, a South African Police Service warrant officer, a detective Tau Pule, were arrested in Johannesburg. During the arrest, weapons that were used in this murder, which was an AK-47 and a pistol, along with cell phones, were confiscated. I must applaud the team in Gauteng who had effected this arrest before the arrival of the team in KZN. It is the challenges that this investigating team of Gauteng encountered that led into the invitation to the KwaZulu-Natal police to go and assist. The KwaZulu-Natal Political Killings Task Team arrival, they took these weapons and they went and tested them. So they conducted a ballistic test in order to check whether these firearms were linked with that murder and many other murders perhaps that will have occurred in the country. Maybe let me pause on that one and come back into what had happened prior to us receiving the results from the task team, ballistic test result. On the 6th of December 2024, the task team visited the premises of the 2 of the high-profile syndicate, of which one, Mr. Katiso Molefe, was arrested for the murder of Mr. Swart of QTech. During that arrest, an unusual activities were observed whilst the team were busy with the operation. These activities included a dispatching of members of the South African Police Service under the command of a senior manager at the head office to go and interrupt the operation that was unfolding. Fortunately, when they arrived there, the members realized that it is indeed a police operation, so they allowed the members to carry out their operation without disturbance. On the 30th December 2024, the ballistic expert issued a ballistic report which linked these firearms not only with the murder of Mr. Swart, but these firearms were linked with a number of high-profile cases. And these cases include very high-profile South African artists that were murdered in Gauteng, which occurred dating back as far as 2021. I'm not going to mention them, but we have them on record.
Okay, now let's proceed. Now let me give you the profile ga Ujo that he said to attempted to take his life. It has been said that Sibanyoni, also known as Joe Ferrari, survived an ambush in 2022 as he was leaving the Centurion Residential and Golf Estate. 4 men armed with rifles riddled his car with bullets. Sibanyoni was injured, and 21-year-old man who was with him at the time was wounded too. A security guard who witnessed the shooting is understood to have returned fire. In other words, pa, 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 pa. Right. On the 29th, last year, Bokung also survived a targeted attack in Pretoria West while traveling to a gig. Bokung and the 3 others were traveling with him were wounded. Both incidents bore the hallmark of orchestrated attacks and were unresolved for 3 years. Banyoni's case. Matlala'S last appearance before Alexandra Magistrate Court 2 weeks ago. The matter was postponed for the centralization of other cases. The prosecutor cannot be named by the court in order owing to threat of her life, said the state intends to join other 2 cases, one from Pretoria West and another from Licklington. So now you know Pretoria West is where the DJ was targeted, but the Licklington one is where Joe was, you know what I'm saying? So we now know that Mr. Matlala, he's not only a man of influence, but Matlala, he's like, I'm going to control the street. You know, if you don't get permission from me, you have no right to walk on the street, and you have no right, I don't know, but the bottom line is that you have no right. Let me end it here. Underworld. Impeccable sources in law enforcement set out that prior to his latest defiance with the law, Matlala has been the subject of police investigation on no less than 13 different occasions for theft, possession of stolen property, house breaking, robbery, attempted murder. Oh my God. I don't want to go deeper. The more I go deeper, it's the more I get depressed. You know what I'm saying? All that I came to do, all that I said to myself I should do here was to provide you with another scandal. Oh well, we are waiting for Mr. Matlala to appear before court. When is it the date though? I forgot. Is it the 26th of August? If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. Now I've forgotten. Or the 15th of August. I'm not sure. Or I might be mistaking the date for the Katis. So I think Katis was the 26th. He'll be back on the 26th. Katis will be back on the 26th. I'm not sure. I'm now twisting their dates. But don't worry. I will keep you posted. Wherever they go, whatever happens, I'm going to keep you posted. So let me laugh and leave you here with the hope that we'll see each other on the next episode. But until the next episode, good people, please run away and stay out of trouble. Don't have more scandals.